If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 9 of the Football Manager streams. Today we're having a little bit of a look at doing some maintenance with the squad, and then at the end we actually start heading into the transfer window, and tomorrow's we'll have more transfer window stuff as well. To be fair, I wouldn't mind bringing in Boateng. Oh, thank you for the donation, Anonymous. Let me open up Stream tip, see if you left a message. Thank you very much for the donation, though. I just heard the little sound effect in my ear and was like, hello. Not heard that for a while. Hey, it says, hey man, great streams every time, keep it up. Well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Appreciate that, thank you. Wow, Luton contract set to expire. Quite a few. Such is the state of this football club right now. Whoa, hello. You want £2.5 a week? Calm down. You want 1,800? What will it let me offer you? 1,800. I'll see what he says to that. Oh, come on, bro. This club needs people like you to stand by it right now. Can I offer him? What else might he actually like? I can offer him a massive promotion wage rise because we're not going to get promoted anytime soon. And a decent sized team of the year bonus as well. Because we're not going to get, he's not going to come into the team of the year at all either. Appearance fee, I don't mind giving him a slightly larger appearance fee. Relegation release clause. I mean, 500k would be decent for the team to acquire if we did go down. Suggest terms. Ah, good. Thank you very much, Mr. Doyle. Now comes the maintenance part of Football Manager, all the micromanagement. Paul Connolly, I do want to keep him at the club, and he doesn't mind having a waste cut. Delighting, delightful. I love it when players do that. You go, do you want a new contract? They say, yeah, you can pay me less if you want. Sick. What's he currently on? £1,000 a week. What can I offer him on that particular thing? 525. Rotation 700. We'll see what he says to that. I know you're on a grand. We'll say first team then, and I'll offer you the 850. Well, you're already on a grand, so it's not a problem. Plus, he's my best goalkeeper. Luke Guttridge. Do want to keep him at the squad. Wait until I've made an offer before revealing his demands. Oh, how very secretive. Oh, thank you, Simon, as well, for that donation of £2. It's very kind of you as well. Let me refresh my thing. Ah, shit, forgot to write my name. Oh, well, I see. Well, thank you very much, bro, for the 2 donations. Congratulations. Lol. I'll put rotation for now. He's on a grand though, so I'm not going to be able to offer him something close to that. I'm not going to be able to offer him anywhere close to a grand, am I? Let's try 625 just for now, just to see what they say. Loyalty bonus. Oh, I mean, you can have £1.5 if you want, and an agent fee. That's what he wants. He wants a bloody large agent fee, so you can have £2 as an agent fee. I'm not going to bother with clauses and stuff because they'll do that for me here. You want £1,300 a week, do you, Luke? Not so sure about that, fam. Really not so sure about that. And you're not too keen on long-winded negotiations, are you? I can offer you 1,000. Fine. I don't understand agents sometimes, man. They can be such a pain in the backside. Scott Griffiths is Scott Griffiths is the best right back we have at the club right now. He's currently on £900 a week.
I will offer him rotation as 650. He's very interested, which is always a good idea. I could fiddle with my budget adjustment. We're currently spending. So there you go. That gives us our budget for the window as we're heading into it. We currently have a wage budget of 39,000, or wage budget of 44, almost 45, and we're currently spending just over 39, almost 39 and a half. And our transfer budget is 69 grand. So we do have a little bit of leeway for. Going to be a pain in the arse, aren't you? 800, 1.2. I'm not going to give you 1.2, 850. Accept it. Fine. How about if I give you a loyalty bonus, 1.5 grand, and then offer you a little bit less? 900. It's what you're on right now. Thank you. Good lad. I'm trying to save money where I can, but it's a case of deciding who you want to keep at the club. See, youngsters contracts, I can probably get my assistant manager to do. Paul Benson, I want to keep at the club. He's on £1,200 a week, and he wants £1,200 a week anyway, because he's quite old. But again, he's my best striker, so I'll offer him £1,000 just to see what he says. You 1.5, not a chance, buddy. Not a chance. You're getting 1.5. Oh look, you want 1.2. You'll accept that, won't you? Thought you might. Luke Wilkinson is actually a player that I really like the look of defensively, and I will set him as first team. But we'll offer him 725 and then just try and knock him down. 850, 1.2. It's just a case of going again and again, and 9 times out of 10 they will actually accept what they're already on. But obviously if you can save 25, 50 quid a week, then it all comes in handy, especially at this level. But a lot of these kids, I'll be able to set my assistant manager to sort out. But Andy Parry is a guy that I just don't know what to do with Andy Parry. I really don't. He's on £900 a week right now, and I'm honestly, I wouldn't mind not having him continue. Right now, if I have a look at my stuff, how can I? It's all changed. Stuff, responsibilities. Let's have a look. Contract renewals, youth players, first teamers is me. See, youth team players contract 6, and it's supposed to be done by the head of youth, but I'm getting loads of the kids come through on that particular message. All these guys here, look, like the under 21s. Is there a way that I can get my assistant to deal with the under 21s as well as the under 18s? You'll have to let me know in the chat. So you want to have a look at players that have decent potential as well. Zane Banton. He is rapid. He is absolutely lightning quick. And there's one thing you do. If there's ever one thing you do at a lower league club, it is that you don't let pace go. You keep hold of players with pace, because they can just be an impact for you. We're at Luton at the minute, Hugo. What I would like my staff to do is to deal with the under 21s as well as the under 18s. Handles new signing contract negotiations for players in your youth team. That we can delegate. I know you don't think there is a way. Contract renewal, see? I mean, I could delegate all of it to my assistant, but I don't really want to do that. But it is already set to that. Look, Baz, Wayne Turner is already set to decide youth team players' contracts to extend and handle negotiations. Will he then, even though it's offered me the chance to, like with the youth contracts and these guys, will he then do that? Will he do that for me? I have the option to do it myself, but will he should do it for me, should he? If he's in the under, if he's looking after the under 21s. To be fair, a lot of the youth could probably just go anyway. Alex Lawless. See, I don't know what to do with players like him. He's been at the club for a while, so you don't want to just sack him off. Because he has been a good player for the club as well. But he's just not good enough. It wasn't me that transfer listed you, you mouthy shithouse. Well, yeah, see, I would have thought he would have dealt with it, but now that it's actually come up and said, oh, by the way, I'm a little bit concerned. David Martin is coming back from loan, and he can probably come straight into the first team now that he's been, getting that loan spell out of his system. Slager is now capable of placing shots, which is good. What I need to do, are we on January the 1st? No, we'll wait till we get to January the 1st. And we'll do a team meeting. And then what we need to do is to go through and decide who is good enough to stay and who just isn't. Because this side needs so much work. But the thing is, can you do the amount of work that needs to be done in a January transfer window? I don't think you can. This side just needs so much work done. It's going to take a full summer's worth of. It's going to take a full summer's worth of work. We've got Cambridge at home on the final day of the transfer window as well. Messi wins Golden Ball. Messi wins the World Player of the Year as well. Who's in Team of the Year, shall we? Let's have a look. European Golden Boy is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Well, that will please you, Byron. Hazard gets Player of the Month. Mourinho gets Manager of the Month. Who's top of the league? Chelsea by 5 points. Or at least it's realistic. Goal of the Month. We're not involved in any of that. Not going to come close to getting Manager of the Month. Right, I'm going to hold a team meeting. Now, the question is, because I need to address the team in the right way. I want to say something like, I'm really keen to ensure our heads don't drop. Things haven't been going our way, but we've got the ability in this squad to change our fortunes, which we do. There is good enough quality in this squad to do that. I'm going to say that. And everybody seems to agree. We haven't played well at all of late, and I know I'm not the only one to think that. So I'm going to assertively say that's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. Although it's not really improved, morale that much. Everybody seems to have stayed exactly the same. Although Anti-Jury's delighted right now. He's very happy, so I guess that's one thing. That's a start, isn't it? The cartridge is now suspended, right. So let me go through. I'm not going to concentrate on the youth right now. I know the board want me to, but right now the first team is the place that needs a lot of work. So we've got 2 goalkeepers. Mark Tyler will probably, well, we've just offered him a contract extension, so he'll stay with us for at least another year. But if we could bring in a goalkeeper, I would like that. And Babu can play right back as well, and I may have to start playing him right back. he is really good, and Babu. I like a strong physical player. Luke Wilkinson actually looks like a decent player at centre back. I need to start playing him more often, putting the faith in my players rather than going to the guys that are on loan. But because we've got youngsters like Dominic Yorfa and Babu's 19 as well. I just need some experience. How good is my assistant at judging players? We'll find out, shall we? Staff. Assistant manager Terry Harris. Judging potential. Not very. Not very by the looks of things. Which is a shame, because it would be nice if one of my scouts had just come up and be like, this guy. See, I don't like the look of Andy Parry, although he didn't want to sign a new contract, did he? If I can move him out. I'll transfer list him. Shall I offer players to clubs? Or shall I just straight up transfer list people and wait to see if someone comes in with a bid? Which would be easier. So I could offer people around, but I don't know which one's the best way to do it. You normally have the player screen set to assistant report rather than selected info. Yeah, it's all just personal preference. I'll check that tab out in a sec. We'll just put Andy Parry on the transfer list for now. So what do you have it set to? Assistant reports. To see what player's ability is and who you think is the best player. We're on January the 1st, Thorsa. Sorry if I've butchered that name. I could move the face cam. Would it be easier if the face cam was in a different corner? I could have the face cam in a different corner if that would help. Just generally to see who's better. Yeah. I mean, I've always had selected info on, so you can see who's in form. Because sometimes a player might not be that good, stat-wise, but they might just be bang in form. I don't know, it's just personal preference, isn't it, really? So we definitely want these guys to stay. Curtly Williams is a player that is going to be good as a good rotation, as a fullback, just because he's got the ability in the tackle and he's okay pace-wise. I mean, he's not good enough for League 2, but he's not going to be starting. I do want wing-backs. Wing-backs are a big place where I want to improve, because Scott Griffiths is my only left-back. And like I say, I can play Kevin and Babu at right-back for at least the remainder of this season, if needs be. But this squad needs so much work. So much work. Solomon Taiwo is a player I still don't know much about. For £900 a week, we can do better than that, surely. I'm going to transfer list him. Although, considering his contract's expiring, I'm not going to transfer list anyone that I've... Andy Barry's having a good old time of it, yeah, lol. I'm not repping Sidemen today because I wore that t-shirt yesterday. Pelly Ruddock is a player that is probably on par with Solomon Taiwo, if not better. See what it says on that other tab, shall we? Assistant reports. Yeah, see, Pelly Ruddock's better and got higher potential, so that's not a problem. Luke Guttridge is just a warrior in the middle. Luke Rooney's a player I want to get out of the club. Really, he's being a disruptive. He's being disruptive, being a disruptive spirit. So I may even drop it. Nah, dropping him to the youth side won't make any difference. Andy Drury obviously is Andy Drury. There's no chance he's one of my best players. He's going nowhere. Alex Lawless is a player that, whilst technically is good, physically is terrible. I think it's just a case of I don't know. I don't know whether to move people on, to bring others in, or just get players in and then try and move people on. Okay, see, Ricky Miller, you've got players that there's no standout other than players like Nathan Doyle and Andy Drury. I don't have any other standout players where you'd say he is definitely a first teamer in this position. Because everywhere else we could improve. Literally. I mean, Denzel is probably a shoe-in for the right-hand side of midfield because of his pace and his great crossing and dribbling. Although his general passing isn't that good. Sidney Smelts, whilst he is a little bit pacey, again, pretty average everywhere else. Let's have a look who's transfer listed. Transfer listed, and it should be. Andy Bart should be a great player. But he's out for 5 months, so. I'm just looking at players that have got a response at the minute. See, centre mid is not a player that I need to improve in at the minute. Let's add a condition of position. Can play all defenders. See that he's just too expensive. Too expensive. We've only got about 60 grand, 70 grand to spend. I think John Stead would be too expensive. Yeah, I am going to have to be ruthless, but there's always the risk of doing too much. Do you know what I mean? I could check free agents as well. You are right. See, Justin Hoyt, he's 30. You get that bit of experience in. But wages would be an issue. This is where you get really into the nitty-gritty stuff. See, Sean O'Hanlon. Good experience, which is what you need. See, that is a signing I would consider making. Sean O'Hanlon. So we'll scout him and see what they say. Who else have we got here? Sean Brisley. I'm not really too sure I want to sign someone from Borough, to be completely honest. Ben Coker. Wages are probably going to be a little bit of an issue. No, they're not really. We'll give him a cheeky scout report. Just to... Interaction, reports, get scout report. So definitely, you know that I definitely need a left back. Jeremy Brocky. So Curtis Abeng is a player that is decent, but wages would be an issue again. Players that are on transfer listed at places like Fleetwood and Eastleigh just aren't going to be of good enough quality. Drew Talbot actually thought was better than that. So he isn't of any interest to us. De Vera. See, he looks decent, but what I need is a couple of just absolute bargains, players that are going to be first teamers that are cheap. And I'm going to have to check the free agents list for that. See, John Ashton is a decent player, but 2 to 6 acceleration, nah,